Dear friends, myself GB Patil, and today we will see the energy in SHM. In the previous lecture, I discussed about the linear simple harmonic motion. That is, in case of linear simple harmonic motion, acceleration and the force, they are directly proportional and opposite displacement. Again, we obtain the equation of displacement. That is x equal to a sin omega t plus alpha. This is the equation for the displacement of particle performing linear simple harmonic motion. Again, we have obtained equation for the acceleration. Acceleration equal to minus omega square x. Acceleration equal to minus omega square x. And the velocity of the particle performing linear simple harmonic motion is v equal to omega root a square minus x square. Now these are the values of the displacement, acceleration, velocity for particle performing linear simple harmonic motion. Correct. Okay. Good. Now we have to discuss about the energy in SHM. Energy in a linear simple harmonic motion. So that let us consider the particle is performing linear simple harmonic motion along the path AB. That is A and B. These are the extreme positions, and O is called as mean position. O is called as mean position. Let's consider that the particle is at a point P and it is at a distance x from the mean positions. Particle is at a distance x from the mean positions. Particle at point P is at a distance x from the mean positions. O is called as a mean position, or it is called as equilibrium positions. A and P, they are called as extreme positions. Our path is A to B. Our path is A to B. Now we have considered that here is particle. Let m is the mass of the particle, and particle is at a distance x from the mean positions. Then the velocity of the particle is v equal to omega root a square minus x square. Now we have to find out the kinetic energy of the particle when particle is at a distance x from the mean positions. That is kinetic energy. Now what is the equation for the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy K is equal to 1/2 mv square. 1/2 mv square. Therefore, the kinetic energy of the particle is given by 1/2 m is the mass of the particle, and velocity. Square of the velocity v equal to omega root a square minus x square. If we make the square, it will become omega square in bracket a square minus x square. So we can write that it is equal to 1/2 m omega square a square minus 1/2 m omega square x square. Correct? Now from this equation you can find out the 1/2 m omega square is common. In bracket we can write a square minus x square. A square minus x square. But we know that k upon m is equal to omega square. K upon m is equal to omega square. Or omega square is equal to k by m. So we can write that m omega square equal to k. So it will become 1/2 k in bracket 1/2 k in bracket a square minus x square, where k is called as force constant. Its value is m omega square. So that the kinetic energy in the linear simple harmonic motion is equal to 1/2 k a square minus x square. Just correct? You got it? That is the kinetic energy of the equation. Kinetic energy equal to 1/2 m omega square a square minus x square, or it is equal to 1/2 k a square minus x square. This is the value of the kinetic energy in a linear simple harmonic motion. Now we will find out the potential energy in a linear simple harmonic motion. We have to find out the potential energy. Correct? That is the potential energy in SHM. For this, we have considered that the particle is at a distance x from the mean positions. When the particle is at a distance x from the mean positions, then the restraining force will act on the particle, and the value of restraining force is given by F is equal to minus x. F is equal to minus x. F is called as restraining force. F is called as restraining force. Correct? K is called as force constant, and x is the distance from the mean positions. That is, this force will try to take the particle to the mean positions. Correct? Now suppose that the particle has given further small displacement dx. Again restraining force. Suppose that distance is equal to dx. Particle has given small displacement dx. then work is done on the particle. Work is done on the particle. Later work done is equal to dW. Work done is equal to dW. Then the work done is equal to minus f dx. Work done is equal to minus f dx, because the force and displacement they are opposite. They are opposite. Force is directed towards the mean positions, and we are given displacement away from the mean positions, that is towards the extreme positions. Correct? Just see, this is the direction of F, and we have given the direction, and we have given the displacement dx is the opposite. That is the force and displacement, they are opposite. Correct? So that work done is equal to minus f dx. But we know that f is equal to minus kx. So we can write that minus in bracket minus kx dx is equal to kx dx. Now this is the work done. This is the work done to displace the particle, to displace the dx against the restraining force. Now we have to find out the total work done to displace the particle from mean position, from the mean positions through the distance x. So we have to take the correct. We have to take the what we have to take? We have to find out the total work done by taking the integration. Correct. So that let W is the total work done to displace the particle from mean position to the displacement x. Correct. We have to find out the total work done. That is called small displacement dx. Work done is kx dx. Now we have to find out the total work done to displace the particle from mean positions to the point P or to distance x. Let the total work done is W is equal to integral dW is equal to integral kx dx. And what are the upper limit and lower limit? What are the limiting values? These are 0 and x. So we can write that 0 and x. 0 is the lower limit, x is the upper limit. Now k is constant. So we can write that W is equal to k integral x dx from 0 to x. And integral x is equal to x square by 2. So it will become W is equal to 1/2 kx square. It will become 1/2 kx square. If you put the values of x is equal to x and 0, then the value will become x square. 2 is 1/2 is constant, so it will become work done will become work done W is equal to 1/2 kx square. Now this work done is called as a potential energy. So we can write that potential energy equal to 1/2 kx square. 1/2 kx square. Now this is the potential energy of the particle in linear simple harmonic motion. That is the potential energy in linear simple harmonic motion is P equal to 1/2 kx square. Again we know that what is k? We have kept that is k by m is equal to omega square. Again we can write that k is equal to m omega square. Simply to become P is equal to 1/2 m omega square x square. Now this is the potential energy. In short, we can write here that is kinetic energy. That is the kinetic energy in linear simple harmonic motion is 1/2 m omega square in bracket a square minus x square. Potential energy in linear simple harmonic motion P is equal to 1/2 m omega square x square. That is, we have obtained equations that the particle is at a distance x from the mean positions. That is, when the particle is at a distance x from the mean positions, its kinetic energy equal to 1/2 m omega square x square minus x square. Its potential energy is 1/2 m omega square x square. What is m? M is the mass of the particle. M is the mass of the particle. Correct? Now what is our aim? We have to find out the total energy. Now the total energy E is the combination of kinetic energy plus potential energy. So we can write that kinetic energy plus potential energy, Ke plus P. So it will become 1/2 m omega square in bracket a square minus x square plus 1/2 m omega square x square. Expand this bracket 1/2 m omega square x square minus 1/2 m omega square x square plus 1/2 m omega square x square. It will get cancelled. So 1 liter will be equal to 1/2 m omega square x. A A square. That is the energy equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. Now what is E? E means the total energy of the particle in SHM is E equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. What is m? M is the mass of the particle. Omega is called as angular velocity and A is called as amplitude. That is the distance AO or distance OB is called as amplitude. Maximum displacement from the mean portions. Correct? So that the total energy in a linear simple harmonic motion is E equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. Correct? I will write here that is the total energy in a linear simple harmonic motion equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. Correct? Instead of m omega square we can write as k. So it will become E is equal to 1/2 k A square. Correct? Now just that this m omega A is constant, 1/2 is constant, so we can say that the energy is constant. You can say that the energy in a SHM is a constant. Again we know that from this equation we can write that equal to 1/2 m omega means 2 pi n bracket square A square. So it will become 2 pi square m n square A square. It will become 2 pi square n square A square m. That is the energy in SHM equal to n pi square m n square A square. 2 pi square is constant. Correct? So we can say that the energy in SHM is directly proportional to mass. It is a directly proportional square of amplitude, directly proportional square of frequency. Correct? Now the again I write here that is the equation of energy in SHM equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. This is the total energy in SHM. Correct? You got it? Yes, you are it out? No? Okay? Yes, you are clear? Just see, kinetic energy SHM is equal to, correct? Okay, 1/2 m omega square A square minus X square. Potential energy 1/2 m omega square. Then what is the total energy? Good. Yes, yourself. Okay, equal to 1/2 m omega square A square. Okay, students, you got it? So we will write here again for the remind that is the energy equal to 1/2 m omega square A square or equal to 1/2 k A square. This is the equation for the kinetic energy, equation for the potential energy and equation for the total energy. Correct? You got it? Now this is about the total energy in a SHM. This is about the total energy in a SHM. Total energy in a SHM. Correct? You got it? So we'll stop here. And in the next lecture we'll discuss how the energy remains constant in all the positions. Okay, student, we'll stop here. Thank you.